what's going on, everybody? It's me, Troi, and I'm here, of course, with the video. So, since I'm stuck in the house and we ain't going back into work until Monday, I said, let me come get up here and get on y'all nerves. I'm gonna get on y'all nerves today. I've been in chill mode with the videos and stuff. You can see any updates on my blog, but the videos I've been kind of on chill mode because I feel like I did so much at the end of the year. But yeah, I said, well, hell, I'm stuck in the house, so I'm gonna come up here and talk to y'all for a minute and make a video talking to y'all, and that's gonna be on the subject of I got a list here, 6 new release books that I'm looking forward to releasing in 2024. So the first one on that list is actually Watch Where They Hide by Tamron Hall. This is the second book in her TV journalist, investigative journalist Jordan Manning series. Take place in some urban city up north. I can't remember, Detroit, something like that. But anyway, the first book in this series released a couple years ago called As the Wicked Watch. I still have not finished that book. It's not a clear DNF, but I still have to go back and finish that book because I had some pacing and we'll just say pacing issues. But I'm still kind of, I chatted, we'll kind of have like a little chat with somebody in one of my latest videos about series and how sometimes it takes a minute for things to get grounded. So that I'm looking at Tamron Hall in that sense. So yes, I am looking forward to Watch Where They Hide. This is going to have TV journalist Jordan Manning investigating this disappearance of this stay-at-home mother who has recently crossed state lines to escape from her abusive husband. So Tamron Hall's character is going to not only bring attention to this crime or this disappearance, but she's also going to solve it. So yeah, we'll see what it gives. So the second book is Pay Dirt by Sarah Paretsky, which is the 22nd case in her V.R. Warshawski series. I mean, once I'm really got my feet into these series, I keep going. I love Sarah Paretsky. She is kind of getting formulaic, but this has to do with her protege having a friend who disappears, and Sarah Paretsky's V.R. Warshawski character finds the friend alive, thankfully, in a bando. I think it is in a bando or remote house, and there's this body near her friend. But the issue is having a lot to do with the opioid crisis, and V.R. Warshawski getting entangled with FBI agents, as well as, of course, Chicago's big city figures. That they're usually like these large conspiratorial reads. And my thing is, when it comes to reading a Sarah Paretsky book, at the end of the day, she does have something to say. Something on a political front or a social economic front, she does have something to say, and that's where I think the most of the value of her books come from. I do enjoy a lot of the action and the character of Vi herself, as I'm so familiar with her at this point. But Sarah Paretsky, kind of like Tess Garrison, they started using a little bit. You start to pick up on their formula. I guess we'll just leave it at that. So anyway, I'm looking forward to Pay Dirt, which is going to be coming out on April 16th. And following that, April's going to be a good month for me. I'm looking forward to Circle in the Water by Marcia Muller, which is coming out on April 23rd, a week later. We haven't seen Marcia Muller's Sharon McCone character in about 3 years, since 2021. But she's back with her 36th case in Circle the Water, and this is going to have private investigator Sharon McCone being requested to investigate this slew of pranks surrounding this affluent, elite, and wealthy neighborhood. Somebody is, I guess you can say, calling out the neighbors, calling out their neighbors. But eventually this is going to lead to a murder, of course. It wouldn't be a private investigator book without. And then furthermore, it's going to lead to Sharon McCone coming across a meth lab somewhere within one of these homes within this elite neighborhood. So I can't wait to look forward to it. Marcia Muller it's just, the longevity is just incredible with her. So, we're talking, this series has been running since 1977. And I'm good for holding on. I'm loyal like that. So the fourth book I'm looking for is Forget Me Never by Susan Wittig Albert. Finally, after 3 years, we're getting another China Bells book. This is supposed to be releasing on May 29th. And I like the fact that she's going back, or trying to go back to releasing China Bell books in the springtime, because I used to love every April reading these books when they would come out, because they're herbalists, they're flowers, botany, herbalists. China Bells is a character who is, like I've always expressed, I love the duality of her owning a herb shop as well as being a defense attorney. So the only thing I can say about this book coming out is that I don't actually have a lot of details. I've seen peeks of it on Susan Wittig Albert's blog post, but I didn't really dive into it as I normally would, because I just kind of wanted to just wait and see what's going to happen, because it's been so long since we read these books. And the only thing I'm hoping for is that Susan Wittig Albert get back to bringing crime into the small town of Pecan Springs that she's created. I'm kind of over the new age stuff going on in her books. I'm kind of over the ghosts and the tormented ghost stuff. I'm over that. Like, I'm ready for crime. I'm ready for just China Bells going out and talking smack to all of the different suspects to get to the point of who murdered whatever victim that has a propped up in her small town. I'm over the ghost stuff. I love it, but I'm over it. So number 5 is Truth Be Told by Patricia Raybon. This is the third book in her Annalise Spain mystery series. And y'all know I had something to say about the first book, and I don't care. I'm still sticking with exactly what I said. I do have the second book here, Double the Lies. Unfortunately, I have not read it yet, but like I said in the end of my video talking about the first book, I'm sticking with her. I love her writing style. We'll leave it on that note. But she is coming out with the third book, and we're going back to 1924 with our amateur detective / school teacher, or previous school teacher, Annalise Spain. And I wrote down here, this is going to be involved with a political centric type murder mystery. But anyway, it's due out on June the 11th. And I think that instead of me trying to make it, I need to just go back and read it. I need to read the second book. But as you can see, all these books here, we'll see. And so the last book I got on the list is A Lethal Lady by Afia, Nikisa Afia. I'm country. I'm going to say these names wrong, and I'm terrible with it anyway. But this is book 3 in her Harlem Renaissance mystery series, and it's due out on July 30th. And I've spoken about this series time and time again too. I was so not impressed with the second book that I just kind of DNF'd that when I skimmed through. But I'm still dedicated to finishing the series, or following the author and seeing her hopefully improve. This is the third book in her Louise Lloyd series. Take place in 1924, if I hadn't said this yet. But instead of taking place in Harlem, I think that this one is going to take place in Paris. So while Louise Lloyd is trying to evade herself of the dealings of Harlem and solving these murders that had taken place there, by going to Paris, murders are going to follow her along the way. So that's the crux of it all for her. Anyway, I do have some more books that I'm thinking about putting on this list, but I just want to get on y'all nerves right quick with that list of 6 books. And yeah, I'm good. So anyway, guys, that is it. I just want to share those books to get on y'all nerves for a minute, and I'm about to go read. I think I'm gonna read. I'm trying not to make this like a stale experience being stuck in the house. I honestly am, but it's kind of feeling like that because I like to be out in the streets. We'll see about that. Bye.